Welcome guys to this new episode of Germany and How It Is. Today about bureaucracy in Germany. So first of all, these are my personal experience, and when you a non-speaking German, a foreigner, then maybe the experience is different, and also in Germany people make different experiences with authorities. So let's say, I think this topic bureaucracy is always, when you think about it, a little bit a pain in the ass topic, but I have to say, every time I have to go to an authority and do some forms and stuff like that, at the end I made it. So it can't be that complicated. So what do I have to say about this? You can do a lot of stuff today online. Get the forms online or send them online, make it a little bit more easy. So, and my experience is what are when you go to university, you can get some government money, some benefits that you can study. You have to match some criteria, and it's for the people of non-rich families, kind of that they also can go to university. So, and when I did this, and I saw the forms, and was I was thinking, well, I'm doing the right thing, because it was very complicated at the beginning, what they all want to know and what you need. But then yet you have to sit there and go through this point and this point, and then when I have to call my health insurance or my bank that I need this or that, it was really easy. I just make a call and say, oh, I need what is the amount of my bank account at the moment, or what I have to pay for the health insurance and stuff like that. And then she said, okay, we sent you, and then like everything, and so you get it. And what is really complicated about is that, let's say your study go 8 semesters, which are 4 years. So it's not enough that you do it once. No, you have to do it once in a year. So 8 semesters means 4 years, means you have to do this 4 times. I had to do this 4 times to get every time the paperwork. You improve, you're getting better and better with each time, but still complicated. But at the end, you collect, you save this and that, and okay, they want this and that and that, and it's more easy. What is my experience about? That. And then when you send it in, and then they need time to watch over it, to make it over. And once I have to wait for 6 months till I get my money, and was not so nice. And then this was because in Germany they set out the Call of Duty for the army, where the young men have to go, and they changed also the school system, and a lot of young people came together, and in this 1 year to go to university, it was 3 times or 4 times the normal number. And then I was luckily to wait for 6 months till I get my money. I get the back money from the 6 months. I get it all in once. It was nice, but till that it was not so nice. But when I call there, or something is missing, I forget something or that, the people were always friendly and said, okay, you have to, they send you a letter, please send this and this also in, and no problem. Also when you need a passport, always done very easy. If you a few months ago I go to car registration, was also very easy. You have to be sure what they all need, what you have to cover, and to get all your paper ready. And then when you fill in most of it and don't know something, then mostly if you can ask them, and for me they help me all the time out and say, okay, that's this, and then it's okay. I mean, it helps also if you not behave like an asshole. Just a little tip from me, an advice, something like that. Yeah, it's never really complicated. Yeah, and then there was a time when I was unemployed and get some benefits, some welfare from the government. It was also I go there to the authority and say this and this, and I earned this money. I don't say I earned this money, so you get a paper where it's written what you earned, and you go there and they put it in, and then they make, okay, you get this and this for 1 year. I wasn't unemployed that long, but just a few months. So, but it was really easy. And also when I moved in this time from one city to another city, no problem. Then I said, I moved to the city, and then it's all done. Also, there is a law in Germany that you have to register when you move to a city and change the point that your main living point, yeah, and then you have to fill it out, and it was also uncomplicated. You go there with your passport and say yes or no, live there in this street, and then they fill it out, you get the paper, and everything is done. So, and also an experience once I get kicked out of my university. Yeah, and what happened? So I get kicked out. It was a mistake, a little bit my mistake, a little bit of the university mistake. But I got there and say, look, it's a mistake. You kicked me out, and say, yes, see, it was a mistake. But I take 4 to 5 months to get me back in the system. I mean, I was in the system back in very fast, but to get the new student card, to get the registration for sign into the courses, or to go to the library and get a book, it wasn't that easy for this time. To kick out, I mean, it's like I have one big button where you push and then it's all done. But if you want to get back in, it's more difficult. And also back to the city registration. You have to do it, it's a law, but probably I say don't do it, because the authority sells your data to those organizations. It's called GEZ, which means Gebühreneinzugszentrale, and it's like the Stasi or the Gestapo in a way. In a way. And they are for the public broadcasting service, for the public TV stations and kind of like that, and they collect money. But there are a lot of courts handle that. A lot of citizens complain about this, because the courts have to see if this is legal or not, because it's kind of like a tax. So every household has to pay amount of money for them, and you can't escape for them. So it's like a tax. And even if you don't have a TV, you don't have internet, PC or something, or radio, they just collect from every household money. And with this money they run the TV stations. The private TV stations are different, and then we have public TV stations. I mean, that's not a real difference, but it's like something that is always there in Germany, and you have to pay. But so for me, don't pay it, don't do it, and don't register at the city. Or even if you register in your city, a few months later you will get a letter from this organization. And I have this letter there, and you get this letter, and they say, you have to pay, and let's see what you have to pay. It's per month 17.98 euro. You have to pay. But I mean, it's the government give this this office or some special treatments, but it's not an authority, not a government authority. So you don't have to pay it, or you have to pay it, but nobody can force you to pay it. So you can ignore the letter, and also when you ignore the letter, they send you a letter again and again and again. But then once maybe somebody knocks at your door, one of those guys, and then they said, but they don't say that they are from the GZ organization. They say something, yeah, I make advertisement, or I want to ask you something, do you have any TV at home or something like that. And if you say, oh yes, I have 3 TVs, and then they bam, they catch you. So if somebody knocks at your door and asks you something about your radio, your internet or your TV, don't answer, send them away. And even if one of those people is on your property, you can also send them away. And if they don't go, you can call the police, because they don't have any right to be on your property, and they don't have any right to go into your house. I mean, even the police has no right to go into your house without a letter from the court. So, and that's a mega trigger. So can you let me in, or can I go in, or can I use your toilet or something like this? And then they fool you, and then they go in and say, okay, you have a TV, you have a PC, you have this, and we catch you, and you have to pay, and then they send you. And then when they once catch you, then you have to pay, because then they can go to a court. But if they don't let them in, if they don't give them any information about you, then don't pay this shit. Because why should I pay those TV stations, and they send all the time shit? I don't care, I don't even have a TV. And then who is paying them €500,000 gets the chief of this office and stuff like that, and they're wasting the money because they don't have to earn the money, they get the money from the citizens, and that's for me it's not right. So back to bureaucracy. Yeah, you see, I never had any problems, but I heard about cases where authority can be very strict in Germany. And at the moment there's a case with a little kid in the hospital, and it's in coma, and there is a dog, and the dog is all the time by this kid's, the family dog. And yeah, and when the dog is in the same room as the kid, the breathing goes slower, and the kid feels better. But the authorities say the dog is not allowed in this state, so they have to send it away. They can be very strict in Germany, the authorities, and you haven't any opportunity to change their mind. As I said, I never had any problems, luckily, but they can be hard, can really pain in the ass, and it's like something if you cross a red street light in the middle of nowhere at midnight, nobody is there, and the police catch you and they say it's the law. I mean, you can even argue and say, hey, nobody's there, I'm not stupid, I can watch. No, they say it's the law, and that's like authorities are. And especially in Germany, I mean, when you go there, if you want something, be a nice person and get your papers ready and your forms, everything, and then mostly work out. But if you want something special and you have some out of the box criteria, then it can be a pain in the ass. So that's all from my side about this topic. Thanks for watching, guys. Till the next time. Cheers.